Here we learned about a man called Esau. We read about a man here called Esau. I want to go back a little bit before Esau, and then I will come to Esau. Before Esau, there was another man that was bitter, and that was Cain. He was also bitter. Why was he bitter? We will look at these two people. Let me give you something general that will help you as we look at these two lives and we learn this lesson. Bitterness primarily comes from an experience of rejection. That is like primarily where bitterness comes from. It comes like from rejection. Whether it is rejection by God or rejection by parent or rejection by siblings or rejection by children or rejection from a spouse or rejection in a love relationship or rejection at a job. You applied for a job and you are rejected, or rejection of a business proposal. But primarily, bitterness comes from rejection, and you will see. Let's look at Esau, the first man that we saw outrightly rejected by God, not by man, by God. In Genesis chapter 4, from verse 1, you see that there were two sons of Adam and Eve. What were the two sons? Cain and Abel. The Bible said they brought their offerings to the Lord. Their offerings. And Abel brought the best of his flock. And Cain brought from his farm. And I have had some scholars trying to argue that the reason why Cain's offering was rejected was because he did not offer blood. Because man fell and then an animal was slaughtered, and then as a result of that, he was supposed to offer blood. But by the time you come to the Levitical priesthood, you discover that it was not only blood that was offered. There were grain offerings also. There were oil offerings. There were different kind of offerings. Fine flour, all kind of offerings. So it was not because he offered blood. It's not because he did not offer blood, but because of something more fundamental. Let's look at it together. In that Genesis chapter 4. Let's see what God says. Let's take verse 4. And Abel, he also brought of the firstlings of his flock and of the fat thereof, and the Lord had respect unto Abel and to his offering. But unto Cain and to his offering he had not respect. And Cain was very wroth, and his countenance fell. And the Lord said unto Cain, why art thou wroth, and why is thy countenance fallen? If thou doest well, shall thou not be accepted? And if thou doest not well, sin lieth at the door, and unto thee shall be his desire, and thou shalt rule over him. Now, Cain was angry when his offering was rejected. And God said, because God has no respect for him. If you read in New King James Version, he said rejected. Here is something here very important. Cain was angry. He was angry. And God asked him, why are you angry? Why? Because this is God. If it is man, you would think the man is partial. But this is God. So why are you angry? If you do what is right, you will be accepted. If you look at the grain offerings, when the Lord was emphasizing to them, he told them, bring the best. When you are bringing, bring the best. Don't just bring some, bring the best. God knew Cain could do better. But Cain refused to do it, and God said, okay, this anger that I see you have now, sin is not far. This anger that you are angry without a cause, sin is not far. He was angry that God rejected him. God rejected him. God said that sin is not far, but you can still overcome it. You can still do what is right. But if you look at the next verse, Cain refused to talk with God. And he told his brother, let's go to the field. Let's go and see things out there. And when they were out there with his brother, he killed his brother and he buried him in a shallow grave, all by himself.